Elon Musk, one of the biggest losers on the planet. In an ideal world, he would also be one of the biggest virgins on the planet. But Elon Musk, despite being one of the worst people to exist in our modern times, also has a goal of impregnating as many women as possible with his seed. He is very much of this, like, we have to stop depopulation or underpopulation, as if that's a thing, and we have to ensure that his genius genes, because he believes he's a genius, that his genius genes are as widespread as possible. He wants as many people in the future to be related to him as possible. He believes that that is the only way to save humanity because he is an enormous narcissist with a massive ego. Now, as you guys know, a while ago, he had a new kid and named it like XAE325 or something like that. I forget what his kid's name is, and I have no clue how it's supposed to be pronounced. But you'll notice that lately, particularly ever since Trump was shot in the ear, he's never, ever had that kid not on his shoulders. Have you noticed that? That he's always got his kid on his shoulders. I have talked to multiple friends who are not even super into politics that all think that that's Elon Musk using his kid as a human shield. That he's terrified of being assassinated and thinks that having his kid with his legs over his shoulders riding on his back will prevent people from shooting at him and trying to take a headshot. I don't know if I fully believe it, but like all my friends, and these are not politically like super into politics people necessarily, like they follow it as much as any normal person would, they all think that Elon's using his kid as a human shield. I think it's more so he's like trying to make Grimes upset by having his kid on national television with him as much as possible. That's what I assumed. It's apparently supposed to be pronounced X-A12. X-A12 is apparently how the kid's name is pronounced. Okay. So, very cringe stuff. He's using X-A12 as a human shield, according to some. I believe he's using his child as a weapon against his most recent ex-wife. But all that aside, we all know Elon is a massive creep. But recently, over the last couple days, a new scandal has broken out because Elon Musk has a new child, a 13th child as far as we know, with a new baby mama. Now I should mention, Elon has had all sons except for one daughter, who is a trans woman. You may be wondering, damn, 13 kids and all were born male? That's kind of crazy. That's crazy chance, right? Well, for those that don't know, Elon Musk wants only sons, because sons, he believes, are like the ones who pass on DNA, while women are the ones who receive the DNA, right? So he wants only sons, for the sake of them having, passing on his legacy, right? And because of that, all of his children have been conceived through artificial insemination. He has them go to a clinic and get inseminated. He doesn't even fuck them to get them pregnant because he wants to guarantee that he has a son. Only sons. Which is why him having one trans daughter is so fucking funny. Like, that burns. You know that burns him, and he is so mad about it. Regardless, though, Elon Musk now has a new child. And apparently this is Elon Musk's estranged daughter, his trans daughter, reacting to claims that he's welcomed his new 13th child, who, of course, this child he has had with a right-wing Nazi media influencer who, according to Milo Yiannopoulos, has pined and obsessed with Elon for over a decade. Like there are posts going back a decade of her talking about wanting Elon to impregnate her. So she really got her like lifelong wish fulfilled. What the fuck? Guys, I need you to understand the reason why this incel stuff is still around is because there is a surprising amount of women out there willing to continue fucking these Andrew Tate fan guys. If women stopped fucking these dudes, they'd stop believing it. But they keep doing it. In fact, they yearn. There are women out there who yearn to fuck guys like this.
Elon Musk's estranged daughter.
And then on the other end, there are guys who are out there yearning for women with BPD. They see a woman with BPD, and they think, I want this girl to ruin my life. That's the other end of the spectrum there.
Vivian Wilson is speaking out over claims that her father has welcomed his 13th child. After conservative author Ashley St. Clair took to social media on Valentine's Day.
She's like a giga Nazi, by the way. Like 4chan Nazis were saying, oh my god, she might be the one to finally Jew pill Elon. Like they're really excited, thinking that she might be the one to finally convince Elon that the Jews are behind everything.
To announce the birth of her child, claiming that the father is a SpaceX CEO, Vivian shared her candid thoughts on TikTok.
Wow, if I had a nickel for every time I was doomed by a puppet, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?
In a follow-up video, the 21-year-old, who came out as transgender in 2022 and then legally changed her name to drop the Musk surname, went on to explain how she found out about her father's son with Grimes.
Every time I found out about the existence of my half-brother through reddit.com/r/RuPaul's Drag Race. This is a real thing that actually happened to me. And if it sounds...
how weird is it for your dad to think he's Genghis Khan? He literally has a fantasy about having as many children as possible. And so, like, your father is not someone who actually cares for you or is involved in your life or parents you or does anything for you. He's a guy who just wants to increase the amount of children he's had with a variety of different women. Now, as much as I thought that we were so cooked as a society that there are no conservatives left with enough honesty or genuine morality, or sincerity to view this as a problem or like a moral failing of Elon despite it going against much of what they stand for, surprisingly there are a small but existent group of conservatives who feel betrayed by Elon as they learn about this. Many of them seemingly did not know that this was Elon's philosophy and his way of operating in terms of relationships, but a lot of them are finding out, and some are not willing to look past it. Seemingly. Maybe they'll learn too, but maybe it'll help them snap out of their worship of the guy. Because that's what's happening right now. The same people who started all these conspiracies about how you can't trust the government and the moon landing is fake and the earth is flat, these same people are now claiming that you are evil if you do not bend the knee to worship the current government.
Insane. It is. So, I'm gonna paint you a scene. The year is 2022, and at the time, me and Grimes, or as I know her, C, are not talking. We're not on bad terms or anything, we're just not talking, as people do. And the specific day of, I didn't really have anything to do, so I was just scrolling on Reddit, and I'm a huge fan of Drag Race, so naturally I was on the Drag Race subreddit. And what do I come across but none other than a tweet from Season 2 and All-Stars 2 contestant, Tatiana. I found this tweet that was cross-posted onto the subreddit.
Do you think I could get Elon Musk's daughter on the stream as a guest? Not even to talk about Elon, really. I think maybe like 10% of it might be about that, but more so to talk about like the state of politics and like honestly, it might have a lot to do with Elon, considering how much Elon has to do with the state of politics, but like the daughter of the guy who is destroying America, who is not down for it and is arguably like acting as a living like fuck you to Elon. She is in a very unique place and would honestly probably have a lot to say, and frankly I would like to have her on my platform. I think that'd be cool as hell. I've talked for her once. Oh, okay, so like okay, maybe she'd be open to it. I should send her an email.
Reddit. And I had no idea of this at the time because no one thought to let me know. So at the moment, I'm just in complete shock and I don't believe it. So I double check it on the news and turns out it's actually true and I'm just the last one to find out about it. This is a real thing that happened to me, girl. I found out about my half-brother because of the same parts drag queen, whomst we stan. This isn't to like drag on Theo or anything. It kind of makes sense how this happened because we were not really talking at the time, but I just think it's funny because choices.
Vivian's videos came shortly after Ashley St. Clair claimed she welcomed a child with Elon, writing on X, quote, "5 months ago, I welcomed a new baby into the world. Elon Musk is the father. I have not previously disclosed this to protect our child's privacy and safety, but in recent days, it has become clear that the tabloid media intends to do so, regardless of the harm it will cause." Musk has yet to publicly comment on the claims, and Access Hollywood has reached out for comment.
Interesting. Now, this goes even deeper, believe it or not. Apparently, this woman has pined for Elon for a very long time. Milo Yiannopoulos. I cannot spell that motherfucker's name. Elon? Oh, boy. Influencer says Elon Musk has not publicly acknowledged their baby.
Elon Musk is caught up in major baby mama drama today. This 26-year-old woman says she just gave birth to the billionaire's love child. 5 months ago, I welcomed a new baby into the world. Elon Musk is the father, says Ashley St. Clair in a bombshell social media post. I was told to keep it secret, she told the New York Post. I was being asked to keep it a secret forever. Ashley St. Clair.
Elon Musk to the mother of his next child. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. But mostly keep it secret.
Claire lives in a luxury 3-bedroom apartment here in downtown Manhattan. She claims Elon Musk is covering the $15,000 a month rent and providing a security detail for her and their baby. St. Clair says she was forced to go public because a reporter found out about her secret. So what is Elon Musk saying? Not much. And that has St. Clair fuming. Elon, we have been trying to communicate for the past several days, she says, and you have not responded. When are you going to reply to us? If St. Clair's claims are true, Musk is now the father of 13 children with 4 different women.
What Elon's doing is incredible.
The right-wing influencer says she and Musk had a brief fling in 2023, and she apparently tried to keep her pregnancy under wraps by wearing oversized clothes and sitting hunched over. I was completely isolated during my pregnancy. I was told not to tell anybody. Meanwhile, tensions are still running high, but
women fumble over themselves for men like this.
Between the USA,
especially in the American South. Oh my God, you have no idea, bro.
And Canada over threats of a tariff war. Canadian fans booed the Star-Spangled Banner at the big USA-Canada hockey game Saturday.
And the gloves are off.
9 seconds into the game, 3 fights broke out. USA defeated Canada.
Never feeling sorry for a MAGA woman? Oh yeah, certainly not a MAGA white woman, okay? MAGA white women deserve everything coming their way, all right? I am fully on board with, like black woman TikTok, where the unanimous message is Trump supporting white women. You get what you voted for. Stop crying to us, okay? I am fully on board with that movement. These loser MAGA white women who voted for Trump because their scrungly-ass, crusty boyfriends told them to can absolutely deal with the consequences of what they voted for. I want you guys, no matter how much you suffer, you need to do what conservatives do. No matter how much they suffer, it's worth it as long as lefties are suffering and as long as minorities are suffering. I need you guys to learn to hate conservatives and those that support conservatives so much that you derive more joy from their suffering than the equal suffering imparted on you. Because we're all going to suffer, but you need to derive a greater amount of enjoyment from the fact that they're suffering too, okay? And this is something that, because lefties, we feel more empathy than conservatives do. Like, our brains light up more in those centers. It's a little harder, because we have to actively program our, like, a different part of our brain to activate. But if you can do so, you will feel dopamine dumps when you see bad things happen to conservatives. Like big dopamine dumps. Serotonin and dopamine, like the happy chemicals. Conservatives have brains programmed, like when someone breaks an arm or gets killed on video, conservatives' brains are programmed to dump serotonin and dopamine when they see that. And so they're constantly seeking out negativity, death, violence, people getting hurt, people getting trolled, people's lives getting ruined, cringe compilations, bad things happening to people fills them with serotonin and dopamine. It makes them very happy. Schadenfreude is the word. I'm not talking about whatever word we have for when people... No. I'm talking about the literal scientific studies we've had where we've scanned people's brains and, like, seen their, like, based on their voting record and seen, based on certain stimuli, what parts of their brains light up. So for progressives, the parts of our brains that light up are typically the ones centered around empathy and feeling bad for people and logic centers, etc., while conservatives tend to be much more lit up in, like, the... like, they're sadists. They are largely sadists. They have a lot of the same brain activity that sadists do when sexually doing sadism shit, right? Lefties, you gotta program your brain to start dumping serotonin and dopamine when you see, like, a Hispanic Trump supporter getting deported. I need you to feel great joy when you see that.
3-1. And President Trump took his armored limousine, the Beast, for a lap around the track at the Daytona 500.
That's what your tax dollars are going to, guys, and he's not even driving because the president's not allowed to drive.
Granddaughter, Carolina, went along for the ride. Life sure is fun when Grandpa is the president.
Oh, man. What a time to be alive, guys. More like the Gaytona 900. Now, listen, like, if you want to see a group of people that are Trump supporters, go to a NASCAR event. Good Lord. That is his people. That is his people, truly. I'm surprised we don't see more NASCAR drivers going hard on, like, the pro-Trump shit. I mean, at least prominently. It's always UFC fighters and whatnot. I don't know. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this segment, if you found it entertaining, or educational, or enjoyable in any way whatsoever, then please consider leaving a like and a comment down below. It boosts the channel and the algorithm immensely when you leave a like and a comment on all of my new videos. It really is the best way to help, especially because it's totally free. Like, you guys spend no money, it just takes half a second, but it helps so much when you like and comment, so I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing and ringing the bell icon to turn on all notifications so that YouTube actually tells you when I go live or upload new videos in the future. And of course, if you want to support me directly, you can afford it and you feel like it, and you want to help me keep the lights on and a roof above my head here at the Xander Hall studio, then consider donating, subscribing, or gifting a sub on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or support me through YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Patreon, or buy some Xander Hall merch through the Streamlabs link down below in the description. Regardless of how you support me, though, even if you're just lurking, I appreciate you so much, and I hope to see you again.